In the journey towards self-improvement and personal growth, there are certain truths that every man must confront. These truths may be uncomfortable to acknowledge at first, but embracing them is essential for unlocking your full potential and becoming the best version of yourself. Here are 7 brutal truths that every man must accept on his path to self-realization. 1. You are responsible for your own life. One of the harshest realities to accept is that you are solely responsible for the direction of your life. You cannot blame external circumstances or other people for your failures or shortcomings. Taking ownership of your actions and decisions empowers you to shape your destiny and achieve your goals. Here's an example story. John had always blamed his difficult upbringing for his lack of success in life. However, after hitting rock bottom, he realized that he alone was responsible for his choices and actions. He took ownership of his life, enrolled in night classes, and worked tirelessly to build a better future for himself. Despite the challenges, John's determination and perseverance ultimately led him to achieve his goals and create the life he had always dreamed of. 2. Failure is inevitable. Failure is not a sign of weakness, but rather a natural part of the journey towards success. Every successful man has experienced setbacks and disappointments along the way. Instead of fearing failure, embrace it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. Failure is not the end, but a stepping stone towards greater achievements. Here is an example story. Sarah, an aspiring entrepreneur, launched her own business with high hopes and enthusiasm. However, her first venture failed miserably, leaving her feeling defeated and discouraged. Instead of giving up, Sarah viewed this setback as a valuable learning experience. She analyzed her mistakes, sought feedback from mentors, and used her newfound knowledge to start again. With each failure, Sarah grew stronger and more resilient, eventually building a successful company that fulfilled her dreams. 3. Comfort zones are limiting. Comfort zones may feel safe and familiar, but they are also stagnating. Growth and progress occur outside of your comfort zone, where challenges and uncertainties lie. Embrace discomfort and push yourself to try new things. Take risks and expand your horizons. Only by stepping outside of your comfort zone can you truly reach your full potential. Here is an example story. Mark had always played it safe, sticking to his routine and avoiding anything that made him feel uncomfortable. However, when an opportunity arose to travel solo to a foreign country, he hesitated at first, but ultimately decided to take the plunge. Immersing himself in a new culture and navigating unfamiliar surroundings forced Mark to confront his fears and adapt to new situations. Despite the initial challenges, the experience broadened his perspective and enriched his life in ways he never imagined. Self-discipline is the key to success. Achieving your goals requires discipline and perseverance. Success rarely comes overnight. It is the result of consistent effort and dedication over time. Developing self-discipline means making sacrifices, prioritizing your goals, and staying focused on what truly matters. Mastering self-discipline is essential for realizing your ambitions and becoming your best self. Here is an example story. Emily had always struggled with procrastination and lacked the discipline to pursue her goals consistently. Determined to change her habits, she devised a strict schedule, setting aside dedicated time each day to work towards her objectives. Despite the temptations and distractions, Emily stayed committed to her routine, prioritizing her goals above all else. Over time, her diligence paid off, and she achieved remarkable success in her endeavors, proving that self-discipline is the key to realizing one's aspirations. 5. Vulnerability is strength. In a society that often equates masculinity with stoicism and invulnerability, embracing vulnerability can be challenging. However, vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but rather a display of strength and authenticity. Being open and honest about your feelings, fears, and insecurities allows for deeper connections with others and fosters personal growth. Here is an example story. Mike had always been reluctant to show his emotions, fearing it would make him appear weak in the eyes of others. However, after a personal tragedy left him feeling broken and alone, he found solace in opening up to friends and family about his struggles. To his surprise, he discovered that being vulnerable not only strengthened his relationships, but also allowed others to offer support and empathy. By embracing his vulnerability, Mike found healing and connection in unexpected places. 6. Comparison is the thief of joy. Constantly comparing yourself to others is a surefire way to undermine your self-confidence and happiness. There will always be someone more successful, more talented, or more attractive than you. Instead of measuring your worth against others, Focus on your own journey and celebrate your unique qualities and achievements. Comparison only detracts from your ability to appreciate the value of your own life. Here is an example story. Alex was a talented musician who dreamed of making it big in the music industry. However, whenever he scrolled through social media and saw his peers achieving success and recognition, he couldn't help but feel envious and inadequate. Frustrated by his lack of progress, Alex decided to take a break from social media and focus on honing his craft. Freed from the pressure of comparison, he poured his energy into writing new songs and perfecting his performances. Eventually, Alex's dedication paid off, and he landed a record deal that catapulted him to stardom. By focusing on his own journey instead of comparing himself to others, Alex was able to achieve his dreams and find fulfillment in his music career. True masculinity is empathy and respect. Society often perpetuates narrow and outdated definitions of masculinity, emphasizing traits like aggression, dominance, and emotional detachment. However, true masculinity is not about conforming to stereotypes, but rather about embodying qualities like empathy, compassion, and respect. Real strength lies in treating others with kindness and dignity, standing up for what is right, and being a positive force in the world. Here is an example story. Max grew up in a family where traditional gender roles were strictly enforced. He was taught that as a man he should be tough, stoic, and always in control of his emotions. However, as Max entered adulthood, he began to question these outdated beliefs and sought to redefine his understanding of masculinity. One day, Max's best friend Sarah confided in him about her struggles with mental health. Instead of dismissing her feelings or offering quick solutions, Max listened attentively, empathized with her pain, and encouraged her to seek professional help. Through this experience, Max realized that true strength wasn't about suppressing emotions, but rather about showing vulnerability and offering support to those in need. Inspired by this realization, Max became an advocate for mental health awareness in his community. He organized fundraisers, volunteered at local support groups, and openly shared his own experiences with anxiety and depression. By challenging the stigma surrounding mental illness and promoting empathy and compassion, Max exemplified a new model of masculinity, one that prioritized emotional intelligence, empathy, and genuine connection over traditional notions of toughness and dominance. In doing so, he not only improved his own well-being, but also helped create a more supportive and understanding environment for others. In conclusion, embracing these brutal truths is essential for every man striving to become his best self. By taking responsibility for your life, embracing failure, stepping outside of your comfort zone, practicing self-discipline, embracing vulnerability, avoiding comparison, and redefining masculinity, you can unlock your full potential and lead a more fulfilling and meaningful life. It won't be easy, but the journey towards self-improvement is always worth it in the end. Thanks for watching.